All right. What up? What up? What up? Ken Beckford, Brooklyn, New York. And is fire the reason why mankind has fallen from grace? Well, I got this Bible here in front of me, right? It's not a newer Bible. It's let me see what the date is. Trying to find a copyright date. All right, copyright date on this is 1986. All right, so it's not that new of a Bible, right? Now, I'm not, yo, how I'm gonna light my blunt. I true facts, I hear you. Yeah, but let's get into it, bro. Yeah. So, you know, well, see, now we getting on the holistic, you know, the side of me that likes to roll blunts don't even want to know, you know, but if we want to be true to the truth, to my best understanding, I would have to refer to Dr. Laila Africa. And he says that when we add fire to the marijuana, we change it from a plant, from a food to a chemical. Therefore, it's useless to us in a sense of having the nutritional value that we should receive from it. Now, this is what he says. So he says the best thing would be to drink it as a tea. Now, do we have to boil it? Well, eat it. I believe we can eat it. I believe we can. And I just think that we're told probably not to, you know, and so we don't do it. And so we become acclimated to not doing it. So, like, I could see it probably like, say, if we chop it up, grind it up, and put it in the food, right? I mean, I could see something like that, and we still, still get the buzz, I've had some amazing brownies, I'll tell you that much, you know. And I know those are cooked, but I say if someone were able to make the brownies in a, you know, raw style, that might be the way. My brother Cryptos in the building, man. Word. Yeah, man. I just was like, yo, let me go live, man. I had a little bit of time on my hands. I said, yo, you know what? I'm gonna go live and just talk about this fire because, you know, I was on a panel once with a notable person in the online so-called truth the community. Backpack, so what it do? Satsuma, what up? What up? Right? I was on this panel, right? And so I brought up like this fire stuff. I was like, yo, I'm not sure if fire is actually something that we need or needed to sustain life, right? Because if you look at us being uh, fruitarians in nature, right? Our design, our physical makeup, right? The fruits don't need to be put to fire for us to consume it. We can eat them straight out, no problems, no harm, no foul, straight greatness, right? The sun now, right? That I even question why we even call out the sun and why we say it has masculine energy. What if it's the daughter and it's got feminine energy and we just believe? But that's another story for another day too. We'll get to that on another video, maybe in the next video. All right. But this sun, right, heats these plants, this earth and these trees and allows them to grow these fruits, right? At the right temperatures all the time since forever, right? And when we do anything outside of that, we're tampering with nature. This is just the facts. I mean, I might go have me a cheeseburger and fries at a barbecue later, y'all. Now, I'm not. I'm definitely not, because I don't eat cheeseburgers and stuff. No, I mean, if it was a vegan cheeseburger, yeah, but and that's still not good to me personally. Like people say, "Oh yeah, you eating healthy." To me, I'm like, I'll be around a fruitarian and I'll be hiding. I wouldn't want to eat that, right? Because I feel like that's what I should be doing. You feel what I'm saying? We assume heat. What's the at the Earth's core? Um, shit, I don't know. I mean, heat would be at the Earth's core when the sun passes over it. You know, I mean, all kinds of stuff could be at the Earth's core. You know, and now that's when we now get into the fall of man. Why don't we know? Because something happened while we off course. We don't know what's at the Earth's core for the most part. I mean, maybe somebody know. I don't know. Um, but when you look at this book, man, the Bible, right? I know people like, yo, the Bible thumper, this, that, and the third. Nah, it ain't even about that. I'm trying to look and see what it says without just trying to, you know, say my own version of what it says because it's usually that's when people mess things up. They be like, oh, this is what it says. All right, so I'm gonna see what it says about the fall of man. Expulsion from Eden. All right. Expulsion from Eden. Do we believe that this is something that's possible? I mean, us here on the panel, I don't want to talk about it. We don't. Do we believe that we were once in an Eden and we were expulsed from it, or that there were people in a place that was paradisical, and that they messed up and were kicked out? Like who kicked them out? Like when you have to have a governance to kick them out, the G. There we go with that G again. Governance. All right. I don't know. It seems very interesting. I don't know. Seems interesting. And who told you he was naked? This is why I believe that it's the fire, right? In a sense, when I was thinking about even with Satan, right, in this fire thing again, because it says Satan was, they said the serpent was subtle, right? Was more subtle than any beast of the field. So now when I put that argument out there, the serpent doesn't have to necessarily be a beast, right? It's more subtle than any beast of the field. So now let's just put fire in the place of the serpent. Now fire was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made, right? So it's also saying now that God didn't necessarily have to make it, because you got to know how to read these words, right? Now the serpent was more subtle or more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. See, when you read it like that, how it switches it and make it seem like this is not related to God. This goes back to what I was saying about inside of the darkness that was here at the said time of the creation, that God didn't even know what was in the dang darkness. I dare to say this, that not all of it, but it was enough of a platform to build upon. Almost like, say, the internet. You don't know what it is in full, but it's enough of a platform to build upon. And then the light should shine upon it. And then certain things are delegated. And then you see where there was mistakes being made. And then that's when you shut that down and you start fresh. And then you give the same blueprint to the next set. And that's all this all that says to me, in a sense, right? Here go Vegan Warrior just went live. Shout out to Vegan Warrior. I'll probably go over there and jump on his stream and try to chop it up with him. His stream is just titled "Are You a Pawn in the Masonic Chess Game?" And I think there's more to the title than that, but it looks good. Looks good. So yeah, probably be another couple of minutes before. Yo, I got 5 people watching and only 1 like. Can I get some more likes if y'all think this thing is powerful? Riddle me this. Give me a thumbs down because I know you don't like this video. I mean, if you do, give me a thumbs up. It's all good. Yeah, the earth became a waste. What? It became a waste. Oh, and desolation. I thought you said some other. You are not. Are you? You are a pawn. Oh, you are a pawn in the Masonic chess game. All right. Good looking. Backpack. So, word. Riddle me this. What do you say? Good looking for the likes, huh? Who just liked up. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, the earth has become a waste and desolate and desolation. Right. See, now this is what I'm talking about. Now this fire thing, because now if we're supposed to be hydrated, right? And water be like water, fire is adverse to water. You get what I'm saying? Right. But now see the fire, right? Because we don't know where fire really came from. And when you put fire to animals, that's a satanic ritual. We can cut it however we want to cut it, bro. It's a satanic ritual. No matter where we cooking, we having a barbecue, we having a freaking satanic ritual, bro. We're freaking cooking animals. We just didn't kill them, so we don't most times. So in most cases, so it doesn't. We don't feel the effects, so we desensitized, so we don't understand. We've been given these foods since birth. So before we were given these things, and when we didn't like them, we were given them forced to like them, right? Yeah, the flame is a bit more than heat. Yeah, the flame is a bit. Well, I'm not sure I understand. Yeah, the flame is a bit more than heat. I'm not sure I understand it. You know. Now I really try not to riddle me this. I try not to. That's like I want to be as close to 100 as possible. I try not to. Yeah, Suma, I'm glad I'm making you think because here's the thing. I read a book that's out of print. I wish someone could find it. I hope every time I mention it that it doesn't go further and further out of print. And but it's called Raw Courage World by a guy named R.C. Denny, who I can't even find online anywhere or anything, right? But a quick backstory on him. He was once over 300 pounds. Yeah, 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 yeah. And see, this is what I'm saying. So now when I'm thinking about the beginning, right? I get back to R.C. Denny or whatever, but I like what you just wrote, Riddle, right? If everybody was like the animals in nature, right? And see, and I don't. This is why I don't adhere to this theory of the animals all being vegan either in the beginning, right? And I'll tell, and because they are mainly vegan today. Knowledge uprising, what's good, bro? And like lions are almost vegan. People say, "Oh, you sound absurd. It's so absurd." But let me tell you how it's not so absurd. Go and watch a video where you see a lion go and hunt down and capture its prey, a deer or what have you, right? Where does it bite? Right? It may grab it by the neck because it's easy to grab, to hold on to, right? But it'll go and get to the belly. It'll hit his hand and smack the stomach. Why? Because that's where the juice at. That's the damn greens that deer been eating all day. All day. That deer been eating them greens. It's pumped up. It's like juice box. Like it's mostly fellas on here, right? When that thing is juicy, right? Right. And yeah, exactly, Riddle. If we were to go into nature and try to catch any animal that we eat today, we wouldn't catch it. We couldn't if we were naked, just like that animal is, right? And not naked in the sense of being shameful and vulnerable, but in the sense of just being in a natural state. And that animals in natural state, a chicken, we wouldn't even be around chickens, first of all, in nature, right? Because we would be in grassy places because we'd be barefoot. We would be in grassy lands. Maybe we'd make something for our feet that would be, still, able for us to be grounded. That's why people were in tune with God, right? So when you introduce fire, you destroy that. You destroy the ground. That's now you get what I'm saying? The fire is a tricky thing. So this is what R.C. Denny made me realize. He was like, "Yo, we don't need fire. We never needed fire." So when he said that, they never needed fire. I was like, "Yeah, if you eat natural, don't need fire. The sun cooks the food to its right temperature. And what we do is we overcook it, right? So when he said there's no such thing as cooked raw food, he just says there's no such thing as raw food because it said the sun cooks the food. He used to say we're on a rotisserie because this was I guess he believed at the time was a globe. So did I. I don't know what he believes now. I haven't seen or heard from this guy in years, but it's like, on the rotisserie. But now we know, for those who believe in the flat earth, we know that the earth, the sun rotates and the moon rotates around, so it's almost still the same kind of concept where there's, light being transmuted onto the plane evenly, allowing for crops to grow in its time, and farmers and so forth all appreciate this this beautiful system that was put in place, right? BBQ that black and burn, BBQ that to black and burn. In fact, yeah, that's the point, brother. Well, see, this is the thing. When we now put the fire to the animal, the animal is like, first of all, if it's alive, well, that's crazy. But then if it's dead, that's even crazy. And then what it is now, what we're consuming is just ashes. And so if you ever look at certain people and they look like certain animals, like you look at people and you say, damn, she eats a lot of pork. I know I've done this. Well, we really are what we eat. We really are what we eat. And then so all of that death is why when people say, "Oh, I could live to be so old and not die," or we're gonna die from anything anyway. Some of this stuff may keep you alive, but it's not allowing you to thrive. So I want to end on that note and get back into it maybe tomorrow. I'll talk some more about these kind of things where it's just some things that I've discussed that I've always wanted that I want to share on different panels. Kind of probably wasn't focused enough to really even kind of get into it. But when you look at it, the fire is of no nutritional value. Pasteurized. When you buy a juice, like smoothie juice, I looked at one today, I was like, damn, it's pasteurized. I mean, he put fire to the fruit and then gave it to us. Why does man have to? My bad, I'm almost stuck, but I'm gonna end on this. I was saying that man puts his fire in between our food when he gives it to us, but we don't have to take that route. So that's why they have that thing where it's like, how you gonna blame the serpent? I told you don't fuck with that, but you fuck with it and you got burnt. And now that you got burnt, you say, now you know. Now you know. And now you have the ability to manipulate it so you think. But it always gets the best of you. Why? Because we end up in the hospital behind these foods that are man-fired foods, not God-fired foods. So take a look at that Genesis 2 and 3, y'all. Some from a deeper open mind perspective. I seen Infinite playing with live too. If y'all like him, White Magician, Peace, Satsuma, Riddle, Knowledge Uprising, Backpack Zoe, Cryptos, World United. Everybody, shout out for all y'all for the likes, for the love, support. Make sure y'all hit the bell so y'all know what's shaking and baking. And leave comments and questions and stuff so we can have more dialogue. And I left the link to my Discord in here so we can connect on Discord, right? Makes me, yeah, man. Peace out, brothers. Peace out. Peace, 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 peace.